Women's Cricket World Cup. When are the games on? How does it work? Who are the title favorites? Watch every game from the Women's Cricket World Cup live on Sky Sports. Heather Knight's England side are defending champions, having beaten India in Thriller at Lord's in 2017. England start campaign against title favourites Australia on Saturday. England women are aiming to successfully defend the 50-over Cricket World Cup, and you can watch each of their games live on Sky Sports. Heather Knight's team kick off their campaign in New Zealand on March 5 as they once again do battle with Australia, weeks after sliding to a 12-4 Ashes. Defeat Meg Lanning's Southern Stars. Skyver's century helps England to big win over Bangladesh in WC warm-up. Recommended. 1/5. Johnny Bairstow hits 100 on Day 2 of England warm-up game against Cricket West Indies Presidents. Read more. Recommended by. England then face West Indies and South Africa, before a rematch of the 2017 final occurs as they meet India, the side they sunk by 9 runs at Lord's on an unforgettable Sunday afternoon 5 years ago. Live cricket on Sky Sports. Get Sky Sports. Knight's side conclude the group phase with fixtures against New Zealand, Pakistan and Bangladesh, after which they will be hoping to play in the semi-finals. And, ultimately, the final in Christchurch on April 3rd. England's World Cup fixtures. Every game from the World Cup is live on Sky Sports, but here are the England fixtures to ink into your diary. Versus Australia in Hamilton 1 a.m. UK time, March 5th. Versus West Indies in Dunedin 10 p.m. UK time, March 8th. Versus South Africa in Mount Maunganui 10 p.m. UK time, March 14th. Versus India in Mount Maunganui 1 a.m. UK time, March 16th. Versus New Zealand in Auckland 10 p.m. UK time, March 19th. Versus Pakistan in Christchurch 1 a.m. UK time, March 24th. Versus Bangladesh in Wellington 10 p.m. UK time, March 26th. England Women's World Cup squad. Heather Knight, Captain, Nat Skyver, Vice-Captain, Tammy Beaumont, Catherine Brunt, Kate Cross, Freya Davies, Charlie Dean, Sophia Dunkley, Sophie Ecclestone, Tash Farrant, Amy Jones, Emma Lamb, Anya Shrubsole, Lauren Winfield Hill, Danny Wyatt. Reserves. Lauren Bell, Maddie Villiers. How does the tournament work? The 8 teams, England, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh and West Indies, will play each other once in the round-robin stage, with the top 4 advancing to the semi-finals on March 30th and 31, in Wellington and Christchurch respectively. Where are the games being played? The Women's Cricket World Cup, being staged in New Zealand for the 3rd time, after 1982 and 2000, will be played across 6 venues. Hagley Oval, Christchurch. Eden Park, Auckland. Bay Oval, Mount Maunganui. Seddon Park, Hamilton. Basin Reserve, Wellington. University Oval, Dunedin. What happens if COVID-19 hits? Teams will be able to fulfill fixtures with as little as 9 players should they choose, with 2 female members of support staff acting as substitute fielders. Those substitute fielders would not be allowed to bat or bowl. Sides can reject the option to play with 9 players and, if a game is not able to be played or rescheduled, it will be abandoned with teams picking up 1 point each. Teams in the World Cup carry squads of 15 with up to 3 traveling reserves. The strict quarantine rules in New Zealand, visitors currently face a week-long stint in hotel quarantine upon arrival, means there is little chance of sides being able to replace members of their squad hit by COVID. Any super overs? We could have unlimited, in theory, with ICC head of events Chris Tetley confirming there would be no repeat of the boundary countback rule which allowed England to beat New Zealand in the 2019 men's 50-over World Cup final. If sides are all square after a super over, play will carry on with another until a winner is decided. Who are the title favorites? That would be Australia, as it so often is in global women's cricket events. The Southern Stars are fresh off thrashing England in the multi-format Ashes series, with Lanning's side winning each of the 3 ODIs That trio of victories means Australia have now won 29 of their last 30 ODIs, with their only blemish in that time coming at home to India last September as their world record-winning sequence in the format was snapped at 26. Australia have won the Women's World Cup a record 6 times, twice more than England, and will probably take some stopping this time around, even though they were defeated 5 years ago. What happened in 2017? It was not to be for Australia, who were dumped out in the semi-finals by a Harmanpreet Kaur-inspired India, Harmanpreet scoring a spellbinding 171 not out from 115 balls in a 36-run win for her side. In the final, though, it was an Anya Shrubsole-inspired England who prevailed, having previously appeared on the brink of defeat. India were 191-3 in the 43rd over, chasing 229 for victory, and appeared on course for their maiden title. But Shrubsole then instigated a collapse of 7-28, taking 5 wickets and completing a run out in that time, as India were bowled out for 219 in 48.4 overs in. England win their 4th World Cup after success in 1973, 1993 and 2009. Full squad lists for 2022 World Cup. Australia. Meg Lanning, captain, Darcy Brown, Nicola Carey, Ashley Gardner, Grace Harris, Rachel Haynes, Alyssa Healy, Jess Jonasson, Alana King, Talia McGrath, Beth Mooney, Elise Perry, Megan Shutt, Annabelle Sutherland, Amanda Jade Wellington. Travelling reserves. Heather Graham, Georgia Redmayne. Bangladesh. Nigar Sultana Jyoti, captain, Fahima Cotton, Fargana Hoke Pinky, Faria Islam Trisna, Jahanara Alam, Lata Mondol, Murshida Cotton, Nahida. Actor, Ritu Moni, Rumana Ahmed, Salma Cotton, Shamima Sultana, Shanjita Akhtar Magla, Sharman Akhtar Supta, Sobana Mosteri, Soraya Azman. India. Mitali Raj, captain, Tania Bhatia, Yastika Bhatia, Rajeshwara Gayakwad, Richa Ghosh, Julan Goswami, Harmanpreet Kaur, Smriti Mandana, Sneh Rana, Deepti Sharma, Meghna Singh, Renuka Singh, Pooja Vastrakar, Shafali Verma, Poonam Yadav. Standby players. Simran Bahadur, Ekta Bisht, Sabaneni Meghana. New Zealand. Sophie Devine, captain, Susie Bates, Maddie Green, Brooke Halliday, Haley Jensen, Fran Jonas, Jess Kerr, Amelia Kerr, Frankie McKay, Rosemary Mayer, Katie Martin, Georgia Plimmer, Hannah Rowe, Amy Satterthwaite, Lee Tahuhu. Pakistan. Bisma Maroof, captain, Ayman Anwar, Aliyah Riaz, Anam Amin, Diana Beg, Fatima Sana, Ghulam Fatima, Javiria Khan, Muniba Ali, Nahida Khan. Nashra Sandhu, Nida Dar, Omaima Suhail, Sidra Amin, Sidra Nawaz. Travelling reserves. Aram Javed, Najiha Alvi Tuba Hassan. South Africa. Tasmeen Brits, Trisha Chetty, Mignon Dupreez, Lara Goodall, Shabnim Ismail, Sanalo Jafta, Marizan Kap, Ayabanga Kaka, Masabata Klaus. Lizelle Lee, Soon Luz, Nonkululeko Malaba, Tumi Sekuhyun, Chloe Tryon, Laura Wolvart. Reserves. Annika Bosch, Nadine de Klerk, Rezabi Entazak. West Indies. Stephanie Taylor, captain, Aaliyah Aline, Shemaine Campbell, Shamelia Connell, Deandra Doughton, AFY Fletcher, Cherry Ann Fraser, Chanel Henry, Keisha Knight, Haley Matthews, Anisa Muhammad, Chadeen Nation, Karishma Ramharak, Shakira Selman, Rashada Williams. Travelling reserves. Janelia, Glasgow, Mandy Mangru, Kasia Schultz. Watch the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup live on Sky Sports from Friday. Coverage of the tournament opener, hosts New Zealand vs West Indies, gets underway at 12.30 am in Sky Sports Cricket. England vs Australia is live from 12:30 am on Saturday on Sky Sports Cricket.